Hey guys, Lila here. So, on today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to establish credit. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why do I need credit? Well, you need credit for a lot of reasons, actually. You need credit if you want to lease an apartment. You need credit if you want to buy a house and get a mortgage. You even need credit to get a decent cell phone, like my fancy iPhone 5 here. So, I'm going to give you some tips on not only how to establish credit, but to actually get decent credit, which is something a lot of people in this country don't know how to do. So, first things first, you're going to need a credit card. I would go online and do some research and Google and see which credit cards would be good for beginners, because keep in mind, they have different credit cards for different reasons. They have credit cards for business owners, which would be great for me because I'm a business owner. They have credit cards if you have bad credit. And of course, they do have credit cards for, people just starting out and just starting to establish credit. Now, like I said, keep in mind you need to be aware of which credit card you're picking. Read the fine print. Because if you want to go out and say, hey, I'm going to establish credit with American Express, hate to break it to you, but they only give American Express out to people that actually have decent credit. They don't give it to people that are not established yet. So, what I believe is I think that Capital One does have a credit card specifically designed for college students trying to establish credit, which is great. I believe it's called Journey something. It has Journey in the title, and I'm sure they have others, so I would definitely go and do your research and find out which credit card is right for you. Another thing I would suggest is to get a credit card with either a low or zero APR. Now, what APR is, it's a yearly charge that certain credit cards, not all, but certain credit cards have. And depending on which credit card you have, these charges can vary between $40 to $60 and so forth. Now, this APR charge will do nothing to help your credit. Zero. So, it won't help you with your bill. It's just an extra charge that these credit card companies can get for absolutely nothing. So I would definitely look into finding a credit card that doesn't have an APR, or at least has a low APR. Because like I said, it varies from card to card. Another thing I would suggest is to get a card with a relatively low credit limit, because you don't want to take on an amount you can't handle, and you definitely don't want to take an amount on that you can't pay back. So, for example, the credit card I got when I was first starting out had a $300 credit limit, which is doable. It's definitely workable. The credit card I have now has a $2,000 credit limit. I would not suggest doing that, especially when you're first starting out. If you want to build credit and if you want to get good credit, you need to take on an amount you can pay back. So once you have your credit card, then you start to make small purchases on it. These purchases, can vary. They can be, you could just charge a soda to your credit card and, that's fine. I would suggest doing small purchases that you can pay back. You do not want to go maxing out your card. That is the fastest way to rack up credit card debt. And I believe the average for credit card debt in America is $10,000 to $15,000. You do not want to be $10,000 to $15,000 in debt, especially if you have student loans. So get a card that has a low credit limit. Make small purchases that you know you can handle and pay back, because that's a good way to build up credit. Now, there are a couple of ways you can actually hurt your credit. You pay late. That can hurt your credit score. Or if you pay only the minimum month after month after month, that can hurt your credit too. You know, you may want to pay your minimum in the beginning, but then maybe try and pay a little bit more. So if your minimum is $20, you may want to pay 25 to 30 one month. You know, just whatever you can do, because you don't want to hurt your credit score, especially if you're first starting out. Now, there are places that you can go and check your credit score. CreditKarma.com actually is a legitimate place you can check your credit score for free. I know a lot of them out there, you know, claim that you could check your credit card score and you have to pay. I know for a fact that FreeCreditReport.com was free for about 15 days, and then they wanted to start charging you. But CreditKarma.com actually is a free, legitimate credit source. So I would definitely check that out. Keep on top of your credit score. Make sure that, you know, because, you know, identity theft is all around, especially nowadays. You know, you never know. Someone can get your credit card number just by looking at it. So you definitely want to keep on top of your credit score. And like I said, just get a credit card limit you can handle and make small purchases that you know you can pay back. Because I want you guys out there to not just have credit, but to actually have good credit. I don't want you guys racking up so much credit card debt. You know, I've actually, you know, watched a documentary about credit card debt where this poor college girl signed up for 4 or 5 different credit cards. She maxed out every single one of them, and she committed suicide because she knew she couldn't pay it back. Please don't do that. And, you know, especially when you're first starting out, try not to get more than one credit card. You're going to get all kinds of offers in the mail for all different kinds of cards, especially when you're, you know, first getting established. I suggest not having more than one at a time. Don't take on more than what you can handle. And so that is my advice to you guys. I hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how I'm doing. And have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.